The best way to get things done is to simply begin. Good morning, dear children. In today's class, we are going to talk about skeletal system. In this class, first we are going to discuss about what is it, how many bones do we have, and their functions. First, what do you mean by skeletal system? The skeletal system is made up of bones and joints. The skeletal system is a framework of bones, cartilage, and ligaments which consist of all organs. If the skeletal is without joint, no movement would take place. Next, how many bones do we have? During adulthood, we have 206 bones. And at birth, we have 300 bones. On the basis of presence in the body, skeleton is of two types, endoskeleton and exoskeleton. First, let us see about endoskeleton. Animals like birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish and mammals have endoskeleton. They have skeleton inside their body. In exoskeleton, animals like insects, archaeans, crab have exoskeleton. They have skeleton outside their body. For these animals, they have shells on their body, acts as a skeleton and protects them. Next, let us move on to skeletal system functions. First, protection. Second one, shape and support. Third one, movement. And fourth one, blood production. First, let us talk about production. It gives protection for all the inner organs. It gives shape and support to our body. The bones of the skeletal system acts as a levers for muscular action. Muscular movements would not be possible without tendons. For each actions, we need the skeleton. Red blood cells are produced in the bone marrow, and white blood cells also need the blood production. Next, we are moving on to constituents of skeleton. There are different types of bones in human skeletal system. They are long bones, short bones, flat bones and irregular bones. Long bones found in arms and legs. Short bones found in wrist, ankle, vertebral column. Flat bones found in skull, ribs, shoulder and hips. Irregular bones found in spine and vertebral column, mandible, inferior nasal concha and hyoid. Next, we are moving on to parts of skeleton. Basically, human skeleton is divided into two categories. First one, axial skeleton. Second one, appendicular skeleton. Now let us discuss about axial skeleton in detail. Axial skeleton includes skull, hyoid bones, vertebral column and thoracic cage. The skull is the framework which supports organs of vision, hearing, smell, and taste. The skull is mainly divided into two parts. Head bones, also called as cranial bones. Second one, facial bones. There are 8 cranial bones and 14 facial bones, thus the skull consists of 22 bones. All bones of cranium are flat bones and immovable joints which protects brain. The base of the skull consists of an opening through which medulla oblongata of the brain passes as spinal cord. Next, vertebral column. The vertebral column or backbones is S-shaped which consists of 33 vertebrae. The vertebral column is divided into 5 regions. The cervical vertebrae 7 bones, thoracic vertebrae 12 bones, lumbar vertebrae 5 bones, sacral vertebrae 5 bones, coccygeal vertebrae 4 bones. The 5 sacral bones are fused together as a single bone. The 4 coccygeal bones are fused together as another single bone. Thus, total vertebrae are 26 in number. The thoracic cavity includes 3 different types of bones. First one, sternum. This is a single bone present in the front portion of the thoracic cavity. This is a long vertebral column or spinal cord which is present in the back portion of the thoracic cavity. Ribs. Both sternum and vertebral column are connected on either side with ribs. This is also called as rib cage. Rib cage consists of 12 pairs of ribs. Each rib unites as joint with vertebral column. Ribs are of 3 types. True ribs, false ribs, and floating ribs. The first 7 ribs of the rib cage are attached directly to sternum or called as true ribs. 8th, 9th and 10th ribs are called as false ribs. These ribs are not attached directly to sternum and the cartilage of the ribs attached to 7th rib. Next, floating ribs. 11th and 12th pairs of ribs are called as floating ribs as they not attached to sternum. Next, we are moving on to appendicular skeleton. The first one we see are limbs. Limbs means hands and legs. When we talk about our hands, we can see upper one called as a forearm. Second one we see that is a hand or hind arm. Then comes the wrist and finally we have a palm and the end of the palm we have a fingers. So in each hand we have number of bones and altogether in the 4 limbs we have 60 bones. Next, hind limb or the legs. The legs, it has the longest bone of our body which is the thigh bone. Below the thigh bone we have 2 bones, then comes our ankles and then the foot. So in legs we have 60 bones. In overall limbs we have 120 bones. Besides these we have 2 girdles present. What are girdles? It has the main function to provide support to a body weight. How do they do that? When as the upper part of the girdle called pectoral girdles. It consists of 2 bones. One is collar bone and another one is shoulder bone. So we have 4 girdles on the upper region. Second, below pectoral girdle we have a pelvic girdle. It has 2 bones which are called as hip bones. 2 hip bones fuse together and provide support to the upper body. Except for providing support, it provides the area of attachment for our limbs also. So, our 4 limbs are attached with the upper girdles, which is the pectoral girdle, and our legs are attached to the pelvic girdle. Thank you, dear students.